Good morning, y'all. Another day. Sorry I haven't seen you in a while. I've been working and my home is an absolute mess, so today I have a day off and I'm here at one of the local parks. I'm just going to clean up the van, and while I do that I'll answer a few of the questions that I've had on the channel. So first I'm going to open this up a little bit, my hood, so that they can breathe out and the heat won't go underneath the van. It can actually come outside of the van, keep the van a little bit cooler. It has been very warm lately, so yeah, open up my hood just a little bit there and get started with my cleaning day. It's so pretty today. You hear those birds? They're singing to me. All right. At least my bed's made now. Let's work on the rest of that mess, because that's an absolute tear. Oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed. I really haven't had time to do things. I have cleaned a little bit, but oh my gosh, y'all, look at this mess. I have all of my recycle bottles here and shopping bags, my laundry, my trash, and all of this stuff everywhere. I've accumulated so many books, I don't have anywhere to put them. And it's just an absolute horrible thing, but that looks pretty. Hey. Okay, so I've straightened up a little bit, put things in their places, and my bed is made. Do a little bit of work later on. This is the newest edition. I met a van life girl, and she gave me this here. It is a little portable AC. Let me show you guys how it works. So you just turn it on there, right? And it has all these different settings, and it blows really cool air. I use it at night. It even has like a little night light with it, which is really cool. This has been helping out a lot in the van. So yes, beautiful things happen. People are so nice. If you look down there, you see my refrigerator still not installed. Neither is my DC to DC charger. So I am working off of this stupid cooler here still. But hopefully in the next couple of weeks I'll be able to do that. But all right, y'all, let's get into some of these questions here. So let's see here. Jose Raul asks, am I open-minded to a relationship, loving relationship, despite my nomad status? So, I mean, right now I'm pretty focused on what I'm doing as far as working and just trying to learn more about me. So I haven't really thought about relationships. It's not like one of those things that I think about. I feel that if it happens, it does, but it's not something that I'm out there looking for so much. I hope that answers your question. Yeah, I'm kind of just focused on me, what I'm doing, the present moment, and that's just learning about myself and learning about the places that I'm going to. So I hope that answers your question. Lisa asks, where do you go when it snows or in the wintertime? So last winter I spent half of it in California, which was nice. Great weather out there in San Diego. And then I spent the other half in Florida, which was also nice. No humidity, so it was very nice in Florida. So I tend to follow the weather patterns. I'm trying to stay cool. My ideal temperatures are between 60 and 80. So I like that. So wherever I can find that has temperatures or great temperatures, that's where I'll go. But out west or down south is usually what I do for that. And Big Man Tiny Kingdom asks, where or how did I get into being a nature guide? So it all started once I moved from Las Vegas to back to Florida. I decided that I wanted to get more into hiking. So out in Vegas I did a lot of hiking, but I didn't know much about Florida, so I started a hiking group called Angels Excursions, of course. That's no longer there, but I learned from other hikers about the outdoors in the area, and I continue that. I started a group called Girls Who Hike Florida, which is a community of women hikers and adventurers. I did that to create a safe space for us to be able to hike and explore. And I used to take people out all the time, so we would go out hiking or kayaking or whatever, something in some type of adventure. And from there I went to teaching. So REI, I was able to teach at REI women's classes about hiking. Also I would speak, so some of the schools would let me come and speak to them. Some of the Girl Scouts, the troop leaders would request for me to come and speak to their troops. And I'm trying to think, what else did I do? Oh my gosh, stewardship. So a lot of stewardship. So Girls Who Hike Florida, we're all about helping out the community. So we do things partner with all these people. But Florida Trail Association, we work with them on a constant basis, and we do trail maintenance work parties, and we go to their festivals, anything that we can do for them to help the community and volunteer our services, because I think that stewardship and volunteering your time to an organization is very important. So, but I had a friend who told me that I should get into the outdoor industry, and so I began looking for jobs, and I found this website, coolworks.com, and they have all these jobs, everything from admin to outdoor guides, hiking guides. So you can go in and look through the categories, but I found the job and I worked in Alaska, which was amazing. And from there I caught the bug, and so now I'm here in Tennessee doing the same thing, but I'm driving around people in the Great Smokies and teaching them about the culture of the area. So it's really cool. I love working in the outdoor industry as a guide, and I'll be doing that for as long as I possibly can. Another question was, is my plan to be a nomad the rest of my life? To a point, to an extent, I do love living off grid. So for me, I would love to create a community co-op garden, things like that eventually. And if I move out of my van, I would like to build a small, tiny home, live in a tiny home. I don't need a lot of space, but I would like to have some land, and I would love to be able to create a space for vans and small vehicle dwellers to come and camp at, because being here in Tennessee, there's no place for me to camp, right? So creating a space, that would be kind of cool. But yeah, I would like to live off grid. I love solar power, generators, things like that, to be able to stay off grid. I would love to do that for the rest of my life, but traveling and living in a van for the rest of my life, I don't know about that, but you never know. We'll see what the future holds, right? And the last question that he had for me was, if I had to leave my van quickly, what would be the one item that I take with me? That is such a hard question. I love my plants, and I would love to take them with me. Can I have 2 items? So I have a go bag, and it has all my important stuff in it, and I would just grab that bag and go. But I would be very, very sad about leaving my plants because I love my plants. But yeah, I do have a go bag. So another question that people have asked is, why don't I have a dog? And why don't I get a dog for safety? So right now, I don't think that having a dog would be appropriate. It wouldn't be fair for the dog for me to be in the van. I wouldn't be in the van as much because I do work a lot of hours, and I wouldn't want to leave my fur baby for that amount of time. And yeah, it just wouldn't be fair for me to have a dog. But I would love to have a dog. I think about it all the time about getting an animal, a rescued animal, but this is not the right time for it. But for safety, I mean, I feel pretty safe. I do take precautions. I have security cameras in the van. I have my alarm on the van. I have, I just do things to make sure that I'm safe, and I don't park in unsafe spots. If I feel uncomfortable, I leave those spots. So I don't feel like I'm unsafe in the van. But I do have a video on that. I'll leave a little link up there for you guys to check that video out about safety. But yeah, I don't feel as though I don't feel unsafe, but I would love to have a dog. I just don't feel that it's appropriate right now. Thank you so much for that question. Another question that I received, let's see, was, one second. Justice Divine asked me, what do I use to keep cool? So actually I have my max air fan, which has like 10 speeds on it, and I just keep it on exhaust all the time, so it just kind of pulls air through the van. I do have battery powered fans. They are rechargeable battery powered fans. I paid like $8. I bought 2 of them from Walmart, and you just use a USB to charge them. They're excellent. But I recently was gifted a little tiny AC unit, and so I use that at night to keep the van cool, and I also use it to keep my babies, my plants, cool while I'm working in the daytime. So I do have a lot of fans going through, and I try to park in partially shaded areas so I can get some sun to my panels, but the van doesn't get too hot. Also, lifting up my hood just a little bit so that the hot air can escape out from underneath there instead of being forced down and going underneath the van is also key. So different things that I do to stay cool. Okay, so another question that I have was from Van Cave, and he asked me, how do I stay consistent in creating content? So I haven't been consistent lately. I feel bad because I like sharing things with you guys, but the advice that I would give you is to choose how you're going to create your content. Are you going to be creating on a daily basis, weekly, monthly basis, and just try to stay consistent with that. And I create content every day, so I make videos almost on a daily basis. I haven't done it in a couple of weeks, and that's just because work is crazy. But it was a lot easier for me to create content when I was traveling in the van, because I'm at a different place doing a different thing. Everything's changing, constantly changing, and I was able to video that and create the content so you guys can see. When we being more stable, it's a little harder, and I'm still trying to get used to the schedule of working and the overtime of working, so it's been a little less consistent and a little harder. But what I did, like today, I forced myself to get up and create some content for you guys. So I'm here and I'm making the content, answering some questions. So I just say, do your videos, and whatever you promise your viewers or promise yourself, just try to stick to that, even if you have to force yourself to do so. And do what you need to do, what you feel is comfortable. Don't force things. As far as, like, I forced myself to create this video, but I haven't been forcing myself to go out and explore, because really and truly I can't do it right now. So I say do what's best for you and what works for you, and your audience will or will not understand. So when I create videos, mainly it's for you guys, but I do it for me as well. So yeah, I say just pick up your camera, pick up your phone, and just record. Just record what it is that feels good to you and feels right, and then share those things with your followers. So I hope that that helps and I didn't ramble too much with that. All right, so that's about it. I just kind of wanted to just pop on here and show you guys my face, let you guys know that I'm okay. I do try to create content as much as possible, and I'm doing some writing as well, so I don't just create for YouTube. I have Instagram, and I also create on the Outbound Collective webpage, so you can check both of those things out. I'll leave the links for you down below. So I'm trying to broaden my storytelling to not just the YouTubes or Instagram, but also in creating articles and blogs and writing for y'all as well. But I do have some things coming up. I've planned some outdoors things with some wildlife with friends, so hopefully we'll be able to see that. And I need to still install my refrigerator, so I need to work on that. Whenever I do that, I will definitely make a video for you guys. But if you guys have any questions about becoming a guide, the things that I did to become a guide and be certified at it, you can ask me those questions. Anything. You guys can ask me anything, and I will answer those. I don't always get into the comments just because I haven't had the time to go through the comments and answer everybody's individual questions, but I'll try to be a little better at it. But alright, so I'm done rambling for the day. Hope that you all have a wonderful day, and until next time, y'all, love and light.